Guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. So guys, Billy Joe Saunders is cracking me up. He is a funny dude. What a guy Billy Joe Saunders is. Funny guy. Really funny guy. Like he put up the other day that I ruptured my scrotum. He put up, and then he put up like a picture of like him bleeding in some kind of like cup. Like, it's hilarious. The guy's hilarious. He is hilarious. Like he went on DAZN, those two guys that work for DAZN, Barack and I forgot their names. Barack and I forgot their names anyway. And he was just saying that I'm coming off the flu and I'm gonna be back in training next week, and he goes, I'm coming to bring it. I'm not gonna make no excuses. Oh, Billy Joe Saunders is brilliant, man. You've got to like the guy in terms of he's a character. The other day, when the Canelo fight was announced, he came up and dressed up in that suit and just made everyone laugh. The guy is a serious character. He's a character. He's a funny guy. So I have to give it him. He's making me laugh. And you know what? He's increasing his profile. He's making everybody laugh. And sport is about entertaining people, don't get me wrong, and boxer's job, like he's going about it a different way to how fighters entertain, like he's playing the class clown. But at the end of the day, sometimes those type of guys, I know they act clown, they're clowning around. Tyson Fury was doing exactly the same thing against Vladimir Klitschko, although it was a bit different. But he ended up fooling everybody and he ended up pulling off the upset. I think Billy Joe Saunders is trying to do the same thing. I think he's trying to play mind games with Canelo. And I think he'll try to play more mind games with Canelo when it comes to the press conference. I think he'll definitely try to get under Canelo's skin. I think he'll definitely try say things that wind Canelo up, because that's just the way Billy Joe Saunders is. I think Billy Joe Saunders has got a few more tricks up his sleeve in order to ruffle Canelo's feathers. He's been making me laugh. I've been following this guy on social media because it's been hilarious. It's been hilarious. Like, if you've been following Billy Joe Saunders, it's been hilarious. Some of the stories, some of the pictures he's been posting. Yeah. Just trying to con everybody into believing that, he's ill and he's injured. And, obviously, I think most of us see through it and see past that. I think we know that he's not really ill and he's not really eating all that crap that he's posting. But I think he's just putting it up there just to play mind games. I think apart from entertaining the fans, I don't really think he's I don't really see why he's doing it, because I don't think Canelo really cares about what he's doing or even bothers about what Billy Joe Saunders is putting on his social media, or Canelo's even looking at his social media. And Canelo's not going to be bothered by it one bit. So I don't know why he's doing it, but I'm finding it very entertaining, regardless of whether it's going to affect Canelo or not. I think if he wants to get under Canelo's skin, I think he's got to fire shots at the press conference. I think he's got to get to him. He's got to talk to him. He's got to try to get under his skin. Whether that's going to happen now because of the COVID, and I don't know whether they're going to have press conferences. They normally do, like during fight week, but they meet face to face. But nowadays they can't even get too close because of the COVID restrictions and stuff like that. So now they're not as close and personal as it was, before this COVID situation, where a fighter could get into a fighter's face and talk crap and get under his skin and say all kinds of stuff, which I think Billy Joe Saunders would have done. But like I said, I think because of the situation and the current climate that we live in, I don't know whether Billy Joe Saunders is going to get the opportunity to get close and personal with Canelo. I still think he'll try to ruffle his feathers. And I can't, like, if they are to have a press conference, that's going to be a must watch, because it's going to be interesting to see what Billy Joe Saunders says. Because like I said, Billy Joe Saunders, Tyson Fury, these guys are mavericks. They say a lot of crazy stuff. And they do a lot of crazy stuff as well. Billy Joe Saunders is definitely entertaining me. I don't know whether he's entertaining you guys. He's definitely entertaining me. I'm enjoying watching him on social media, and I actually think he's increasing his profile. And a lot more people are getting to know who Billy Joe Saunders is, and I think it's always good for him to increase his profile and get out there, because when it's all said and done, if he was to lose, he's obviously the underdog against Canelo, massive, and Canelo's favored to win the fight quite comfortably. It'll increase his profile for the future, so to go into other things, you know, whatever he wants to do in the future, and also increase his profile here in the UK, where he can get bigger fights, and here domestically, where, you know, he'll be a bigger attraction. So yeah, I think he's going about it the right way. He's becoming more popular, and if he was to manage to pull it off and pull off the upset, then, you know, he becomes an absolute superstar. So I think Billy Joe Saunders has got everything to gain. I think he's going to go out there and give it his best shot. And now, Billy Joe Saunders also mentioned something about Avni Yildirim, that, you know, Canelo fought a bum, and there's no way I'm going to go out like that bum did, quit on my stool. And I agree with him. I don't think Billy Joe Saunders is just going to quit, or I think Billy Joe Saunders is going to have to be carried out on the stretcher. And I believe he will do that. I believe he will go out on the shield. He's going to give it his all in there. So yeah, I don't think Billy Joe Saunders is going to fold like Yildirim. I think Billy Joe Saunders is obviously a lot better than Yildirim. He's a lot more skilled. He's a lot more talented. He's a lot more gifted, and he's coming to win. He's coming to win. He believes in himself. You know, he's got that gypsy mentality. You know, they never give up. You know, they're tough guys. You know, I know a lot of gypsies that used to come to my gym, and these guys are tough. They can fight. You know, one of my mates, Tony McKenzie, you guys probably know him, as former British light welterweight champion. He used to spar with a lot of these gypsies in my gym, and he used to say these guys are tough. Although they didn't have the skill level that obviously he had, because he was a professional boxer, he said these guys are tough. You know, they used to keep coming. You know, they're very, very tough. And obviously Billy Joe Saunders is very, very skilled fighter. He's not really a guy that really uses his toughness or goes toe to toe. But that mentality is important, that never die attitude, that never give up. You know, and I think if Billy Joe Saunders has that, he's going to be a problem for anybody. I think he's got the slickness, he's got the style to cause Canelo trouble. It's just that I think Canelo's too versatile. He's got too much wrinkles to him. He's too complete a fighter. And I think that's why Billy Joe Saunders, with his inactivity, his lack of quality opposition faced, I think is going to come back to haunt him. But in terms of him trying and him going out there and giving his best shot, I think he's going to definitely give it his best shot. You know, a lot of people think I'm hating on Billy Joe. I'm not. I'm just telling you guys the truth. I'm telling you guys on how I'm analyzing this fight. I think it's going to be tough for him. But, you know, like I said, I think he's going to give us a good fight. He's going to hopefully give us an exciting fight, or give us a fight where we're going to be on the edge of our seat. Maybe Billy Joe Saunders is going to go ahead on the cards, and then Canelo might have to come from behind. You know, who knows? But it's a fight that I'm looking forward to. And you know why I'm looking forward to it? Because we don't know how good Billy Joe Saunders is. We don't know how good he is, because he's not been fighting fighters of this level. And also, Billy Joe Saunders is being accused by a lot of guys that he's going to pull out, that he's going to find a way to get out the fight. I don't know why people are saying that. Why would Billy Joe Saunders look to get out the fight when it's his biggest payday by miles? He's going to be paid an absolute fortune, right? Which he wouldn't get fighting any other fighter. He's fighting pound for pound the best in the world, fighting the guy that's the best in the 168-pound division. He's going to be getting paid so much money. Why would he look to pull out of that fight? I don't get it. Like, you know, he's been looking for this opportunity for so many years. Why would he look to pull out? Like, the amount of people that I spoke to that think he's going to pull out the fight, I don't see why you would. Why would you? Why would you pull out the fight? You know, you're going to get paid millions. Why would you look to pull out the fight? That'd be ridiculous. That'd be stupendous from Billy Joe if he was to do that. You know, I laugh when people say these type of things. Like, the guy's getting paid multi-millions to fight Canelo, right? It's his biggest payday by a country mile. Why would you look to pull out the fight? You know, I don't understand. Like, it'd be crazy. Like, fair enough if he goes in there and gets beat. Most people expect that. But in terms of him wanting to pull out the fight, he's going to be losing millions. He's not going to do that. No one's about losing millions. No one wants to lose millions. At the end of the day, Canelo's just a man. He's going in there to fight another man. And he's a professional boxer. Billy Joe Saunders is a professional boxer. There's no way he's going to turn down millions or, you know, or fake an injury. That's just nonsense. I can't see that. What, you know, if he was to do that, because of people, there's so many fans that believe he will pull out, his credibility will completely be gone if he pulls out of this fight. Especially after what happened with the Andre fight where, you know, he failed a drugs test. If he was to pull out this fight through an injury or whatever, he's gonna, you know, it's gonna be some way back for Billy Joe Saunders in terms of credibility amongst the British fans, because a lot of them already think that he's gonna pull out of this fight. So if he doesn't turn up and he ends up pulling out, then, you know, his credibility is not gonna be very high with the British fans. But I don't think he will. I don't see why he would want to pull out. Like some of the British fans that I spoke to think he's genuinely going to pull out. Like pull out because he knows he can't beat Canelo. So he's just going to find a way out of the fight. But why? He's getting paid multi-millions for the fight. Like, why would you want to pull out of a fight that you're getting paid multi-millions in? It just doesn't make any sense. So I think that's a load of rubbish and a load of nonsense. There's no way Billy Joe's going to pull out of this fight, because Billy Joe knows it's a great opportunity for him, and it's an opportunity for him, you know, opportunity of a lifetime. He's going to get paid millions. He's going up against the pound for pound best in the world. He's got nothing to lose. Nobody expects him to win. Majority of people, most people expect him to lose the fight. So what's he got to lose? He's got nothing to lose. You know, so go in there, give it your best shot. And I believe he will do that, and he will turn up. Come on. You know, don't, like, listen, I'm not the biggest Billy Joe Saunders fan. I think at certain times he hasn't dedicated himself, and, you know, but he's a talented fighter. He has got skills, and there's no way he's afraid of Canelo, and there's no way he's not going to give it his best shot, and there's no way he's going to lie down for Canelo, and there's no way he's not going to turn up. He's going to turn up, man. He's been waiting for this opportunity for so many years, so I just can't see it. I think all of this stuff, I think a lot of people are getting sucked up into the stuff that he's doing outside of the ring in terms of, you know, saying I've got a flu and this, that. That's just all mind games, man. I don't think the mind games are going to work with Canelo, because Canelo's just so tunnel visioned where he don't care what Billy Joe Saunders is doing. But I just think I think that's all mind games. That's all mind games. I think he's trying to make out that he's a soft touch. But yeah, I don't think so. I don't think Billy Joe's ill. I don't think Billy Joe's got injured. I just think Billy Joe's playing serious mind games. You know, he's being funny at this. He's funny guy. He's a funny guy. I have to give him that. He's funny. But in terms of him pulling out the fight, no chance. He's not going to pull out. He knows it's an opportunity of a lifetime. Also, apparently, this fight might happen in front of 70,000 people at the Texas Stadium. It's not confirmed yet. When it is confirmed, I'll make a video about it. But right now, it's not confirmed. But there's speculation that Eddie Hearn's in talks with Jerry Jones of the A&T Stadium, and they're thinking about 70,000 crowd, 70,000 people coming to that event, which I find astonishing, because how are they going to get 70,000 people in when there's COVID? How is there going to be any kind of social distancing? Is the situation that good in Texas that they can afford to have a 70,000 crowd there? Crazy, man. Like, I don't think we're going to have a 70,000 crowd anytime soon here in the UK. No chance. But yeah, leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think, guys. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. And guys, remember to please like, share, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.